is. Yeah.
Hey, oh, it's tech right now. There you go. What's the next hour? So we got text right now, then the next hour is what? Let me pull up my little spreadsheet. I'll be right there, Micah. One sec. So we got crazy tech right now. Actually, hold on one sec, Mike. Let me just pause this. I just gotta do something real quick. 2 seconds. Oh, and then mass development. That's not a good one, really. I could do hour 4 and 5, and then 7 and 8. How about that, Kai? What do you think?
Kind of do mine. I usually do my rounds in the morning
Alright.
instead.
We're doing 4 and 5. I just have like a bajillion things here. Let me share my other screen with you real quick.
Yeah.
I'll show you
Because I
what's
usually do
what
the
it is.
for tech day. What's the first best? Is it 7 and 8 from my memory?
Yep.
Yeah. So usually around 10, I like hit it.
Good
10,
one.
10:45 or whatever.
Yeah, so basically, this is my thing going on. I think I should do pretty well. Probably 9 chests, easy. So I got a bunch of zone comm I could do, because I got
Okay.
360 or 3,650 courage medals. So I'll probably smash out
Nice.
some of this.
Mm.
But then, look at this juiciness over here. Let me just make sure it's as juicy as I think it is. Heck yes, it is. No, it's not. 27 mil? Oh, that is just. Why would they do this to me?
I know.
That is just so mean on so many different levels.
Cruel and unusual, and they're rude
Well,
and
that's what I should have been doing with my freaking fourth worker. Thanks, Kai. Just kidding.
yeah, you're welcome. Yeah,
I should have been
I'll take
upgrading those.
it.
What is right now? Tax right now?
Tech, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for purple.
What's your conundrum? What's going on? What's the choices?
I'm going for purple right now. That's what's happening.
Mm.
But the problem is this tech is going to be way more than 2.2 mil. Oh my goodness.
I see what you're saying.
Okay,
Okay.
so I got 7 tickets. What if I used all 7 at 50% and spread them out over 7 triple dips?
I think that would net you more points if what you said in the beginning is true.
Yeah, but the only problem is I've got to unlock this. I need 2 days. Let me see.
And that requires like a ton more time commitment. Like you have to be on it. But I
Yeah,
know you are anyway, so I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
it's not a ton more. It's just every time it's good, just hop on for like 10. It really only takes 10 minutes. Well, 15 because you got to wait the 5 over the hour. So 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because especially with tech, because you basically pop one tech through and then that's your gold chest right there. Well, the tech I'm at anyway.
Yes. I was gonna say, I was like, you more for me.
Ugh, freak. Okay, so there's 2 things that happen, okay, on these tech days. So what happens is, let me switch this out real quick. Let's go change the screen to this one so that you can have a copy of this too, because I am recording this.
Sounds good.
So let me see, blue stacks. Okay, so I have it up because this next bit is kind of good information that we should share with the team at some point. So
For sure.
basically, when you get to these higher levels of tech, right? So basically, on tech day, it's good to do zone com and accessory production. But the problem is my zone com 77% and my accessory production is 87%. So each one of these upgrades costs mass amount of resources, right? And so I'll probably run out of resources before I run out of anything else. because, for instance, to
Mhm.
upgrade, so let's go, if I'm planning this properly, I want to upgrade this. Well, this is going to come through in an hour. I should probably just push it through right now. Okay, but then, so hold on. So you got three resources, three main things going on with this tech day. So do I have enough speed ups? Probably have enough speed ups because I have gems too. So speed ups, we'll cross that off the list. I'm good there. The next one is, do I have enough courage medals? Because I still can't use my zone or my accessory production tree because it's locked without my next upgrade of my building, my food storage, right? So I'm kind of locked out of that. So basically, do I have enough courage medals to hit my 9 chests? And just off the top of my head, I would say no. But let's go in and look how many courage medals I have. So if I go into menu, items, I have, let's push these gems through really quick. So I have 7 of my COP tickets. That should be fine enough. That's not the issue. It's the courage medal, or yeah, the courage medal. So I have 3650. No, that's not enough to get 9 chests all by itself, for sure, for sure. So the other question is, can I push through my level 3 food storage with speed ups? And the answer is probably not, because it's 2 days.
Mhm.
I have 6
Mhm.
hours. I have like 10 hours worth, and I need 2 days. I mean, I could probably do it with gems. It's probably worth a shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of started doing that now that I've gotten my gold chests consistently and I have the sort of influx of gems,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
sort of when I need it.
Awesome. Okay, so basically the 3 resources: courage metals, my actual resources themselves, iron and wood, right? Or zone com resources, and a little bit of marble, but there's always tons of marble. Iron, wood, courage metals. Do I have enough to get where I need to go for 9 chests? I know right now I do not have enough wood. Just looking at that, I only have 50 million wood. And then iron, I only have 30 million. So probably not enough iron either, because if we go back into the tech and we look at zone com, we can look at some of the bigger ones. So this one, for instance, is going to take 3 mil wood, right? And so 3 mil and then times it by 5, but it's going to go up. So 3 times 5 is 15 million, and it's going to go up. More, it's going to be more than 3 million every single time, every level.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically have to, if I want to shoot for the 9 chests this week, I have to push this building through and hope I have enough gems and speed ups of research to get there. I cannot. Does that make sense? I cannot get it in ZoneCom only. I have to open accessory production again. But
Mm-hmm.
my problem is it's locked because of the resource space or the storage space. It takes 28 mil, and I'm at 27.5.
And so when, okay, okay.
Does that make
So when you're
sense?
doing these checks, yeah, it definitely does. So when you're doing these checks, you sort of do go through and click all those buttons. You're not just like doing the surface level. Okay, I'm going to
No.
do this next time. Here's the number. You're like sort of going through and being like, okay, I need to check the storages. I
Yeah.
need. Is there any other thing there that I should be checking?
So probably not. Like,
Okay.
as long as your storage can take it. Like, I just thought that, like,
Mm-hmm.
why did it do 27.5 instead of 28? You know?
Yeah,
They did
I
it on
recently had
purpose.
something like
They did it on
it was like
purpose.
6.5 for 7, and I needed. Yeah.
Yeah, they do it on purpose. They have those breakpoints so that
Mm-hmm.
you'll spend more money or something. Um, well, we're gonna beat them, okay, Kai? Because I'm gonna rush this building through, not on this hourly.
Okay.
Not on this hourly. I gotta wait till the next hour. So basically, the plan is this: if this is my castle, and I would advise myself to do this, okay? Just so we can tell the team kind of what they're supposed to be looking at. I can't get to my. Oh, we could show that too. Go to events, go to Clash of Provinces competition, and then go to today's event. Okay, so basically, what I know is I have all 9 unlocked. Okay, the ninth one is probably going to be somewhere between 130 mil to 160 mil. Okay, and I haven't
Mm-hmm.
run the numbers perfectly, but we could show an example of one of them. Basically, for one of those ones, if I can get that storage unlocked, for one of those ones, it's like something stupid, a large amount of stupidness. Let's go take a look here. If we go to the calculator, let me pull that up in the video here. So we pulled up the calculator, and so, yeah, you can't see it on the Discord stream, can you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, no worries. So basically what I'm looking at is I'm into there, and so I'm going to calculate this final one, because it'll be about that times 6. Does that make sense? Because I have 6 I can go to level 20 on. Possibly, if I have the resources, which I'm pretty sure I do. I haven't done the math recently.
Wait, can you explain how you have 6 of something to go on?
Okay, so I have...
6 of what?
So, yeah, I go back one time. So, look, I have weapons furnace, helmet furnace, armor furnace, boat furnace.
Okay.
So I have
Yeah.
those 6 I can all push through today. So basically, will
Yeah.
that give me enough points to get my 9th chest, right?
Mm-hmm,
So if we go
mm-hmm.
into the little I, and then we go down, and the equation is obviously you take the next level, so it's the increase in technology points for Tech Day, so 20,763, and you times that by the 400 points per increase of 1. So every one of those will give me about 8 million, roughly. A couple give me a little bit more, but we'll go with about 8 million. So that's 8 million base. So 8 million is the base amount. So if we go 8 million times, 8 million times 6, so about 50 million base, and then we can times that by 3, basically, because I have 100%, and then if I do 100% ticket, right? So I have 100%
It's like that.
in the arms
You're doing the
expert.
100% ticket, and the other 100% is coming from your zone comms, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And a little bit more, like maybe 27 in the tech one. I'll show you that in a second. But if I times it by 3
Okay.
for now, that's 150 million. So I know right there, if I can execute that storage upgrade, I can basically get my 9 chests, right? So in that method, what I probably won't do that method because I don't want to use. That would require me only triple dipping once, right? In one go, I get all
Mm-hmm.
150 mil. Now that's not like if I do it properly, I could get like 6 advanced teleports and another 20 to 30 million or 30,000 gems, right? If I spread it over the day, or over the next 24 hours, right? Does that make sense? Because I'm using 50s instead of 100s then, right?
Yeah.
Because I have 7
Yeah,
50s
absolutely.
I could do, which means I could technically probably get at least 7 teleports, but maybe even 14, but I don't think there's enough hourlies to get 14 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So that's kind of the process of how I would go about trying to plan out this day. Yeah. And
Yeah, the storages I think have been, well, honestly, pre this, it was the crystal workshop. So I was
oh
being
yeah,
a shipwright.
yeah.
So
Crystal's always a bum.
this one I feel way more set up. I've done a lot more prep.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, hoping to get my 6.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, if I don't feel confident I get the 9, then I can always just plan for 6. Because 6, or sorry, plan for 8. Because 8 is really easy. And that 9 is about like 60 million from 8 to 9. And from like 6 to 8 is only about 20 million. Right? So
Yeah,
the hardest
absolutely.
chest is to get that last one. The 9th one is because it's got all kinds of sweet swag. Like the 100% ticket. It gives you another 100% ticket. Right?
Oh,
Straight
yeah,
up.
I don't even think I've ever looked this far because it's just so far off my radar of reality right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Oh,
and then
whoa. Can you go right back down there? What?
60 hero tokens too. That's pretty crazy. And then 8 of every piece of equipment.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
looking at.
9 is really worth it. For sure, it's worth it. So I'll
Whoa.
probably do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So then, to execute
Okay.
that plan, what do I do for this hourly? Probably. Let's see how much I would lose if I push this through, because I do need 2 million, but I believe it's going to give me more than 2 million. So 12 to 13. Oh, maybe
Hmm.
not. Maybe not, actually. 5373 is not that big of a number. So
And so to reiterate, you're going with the latter plan. You're doing your 7 hour leave throughout the day as opposed to doing,
yeah,
yeah,
it
a
probably
focused
won't
one.
take me 7, but I mean, it would be worth it to string it out to 7, right? Because then I get more teleports. And
Hmm.
teleports are
Hmm.
huge for these last couple wars, right?
And so how would you kind of offset the balance of being like, okay, do I want to go for it or do I want to just like save this for my next day or the next days when I can push something else through?
So basically, so if I didn't feel confident that I could get the 9, then I would just go for like the 8, because 8's pretty easy at my level of the game. With the zone tech, I could probably get 8, but even if I get 6, because 7 and 8 aren't even that great, like 6 is good. Um, so it's really between 9 and 6, right? When you have the option, pick between those, so that the next
Mm-hmm.
week that you're setting up the next week to get 9. Because if you just shoot for 9 every week and you get like repeated amounts of 7 or 8, then you'll never actually get 9 ever. Like
Yes.
you have to like take 1 week out in order to get back into the swing of 9s, and then if you do it properly, you could like just keep doing 9s, right? Because those rewards just compound. Does that make sense?
Right on. Okay. Yeah, it does. It does completely. I'm just thinking in my head that I really have to nail because I'm not because how far up the tree I'm not quite at the next tier of rewards. I'm
Right.
close for the 9.
Okay.
So it just
Yeah.
feels like I have to nail the 6 like
Yeah. Well, if you nail
before
well,
I even get
the
there.
6 is good too, because the nice thing about the 6 is
Oh, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I'm close to super. I'm close to super, I think.
yeah, super rewards, which is the 6. Or no, that's 9. That's 9. Yeah. No,
That's the
that's 9.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the 6 is a little bit easier because you can get that with a couple 100 tickets. If you have enough tickets and you do a couple in a day, then you're pretty good. If you triple dip twice and you use 100 both times and you're doing the proper like buildings or tech or whatever it is, then you're probably
Okay, I
pretty
see what you're
good.
saying. So it's like it's almost like that is that maybe the reason why you suggest almost taking the full week off instead of taking like a day off because you do
Yep.
need to build up those 100% tickets again.
Yep. That's exactly
Okay.
it. So you would take the yeah, and plus like if you don't have resources for one day, the next day is gonna be a struggle too. So just go for your like
Hmm.
5 chests or something.
Hmm.
Anyway, I'm gonna do this. So my plan right now is I'm just gonna push this one through because it's about 2.2 mil, and that will give me my purple. And then I'm not gonna pop a 50% ticket. I mean, it's a good time to pop a 50% ticket, but the next hourly is town development, I believe. No, it's
I'll be
mass
right back.
development. Yeah, sounds good, Michael. The next hourly is mass development, which is the training speed up, research speed up, and building speed up. So that's where I would want to get higher. Like it's gonna be a waste, right? If I pop my ticket because the thing's not, it's not double, it's not triple, it's
Hmm.
not like double dipping or triple dipping even.
Yeah.
So I'll just
Yeah.
get my crazy technology one at. So basically, I'm going in the hourly, and I'm going for this one, 2.2 mil, and I'll be over that mark, but not too much over, and it won't be from technology points. It'll be from the speed ups. Oh no, it won't even be from speed ups because it's almost there. So basically, I'll just run that one through, and then you can kind of see what I mean in a second there. Okay,
Okay.
so I just got 3 mil. It looks like potentially. Is that what that said? Um, oh no, that was for COP. Okay, so I didn't even reach it. So that's actually better because now I can plan to do a little bit of a softer one. So I only need six.
Hmm.
What's that? 800,000, right? So I can do a
Yeah.
little bit of a softer one. I only have 6 minutes, so I don't have a ton of prep to do this. But
6? Was it 6? Because
um, not sure. But so I wouldn't want to do any of these big ones that take a long time. So I'd want to do maybe like this one or something. But the problem is I need that one, so I might even hop over to a different tree altogether and go for a higher level tree like this one and see what. Oh no, this is not good. No, I'm gonna stay in zone com so I don't mess that up. Stay in zone com, and then I would probably push through the next one, which is this one. Ooh, it looks like I'm gonna be running low on gold too. I'll have to hit my farms again. So this one, for instance, I mean I could do the math real quick, and maybe I will, just so it's like visible on the video there. So I'm
hmm.
going from 8 to 9. So basically, I'm going 1151. So I need about 800,000, roughly, right, to get my purple. So if I go to, where's my calculator gone? Oh, I think I closed it out. Calculator. Go back to the calculator. Yeah. Okay. So it was, how much was it?
With
1151.
1151 minus 866.
No, so for tech you don't minus, right? Because it's
Oh,
increase
you
in
don't?
tech. Yeah, you don't
Okay,
minus.
maybe that's like a critical issue that I've been missing for Tech Day. What's the calculation then for Tech Day?
Just the next
If you could
level.
just go over it again.
The next level.
It's just
Yeah, so it's 11.
oh,
Like I'm
like
going to
that's it.
9.
Like
Yeah,
that's what you times. Like you don't do anything. It's just like that's it.
correct. That's it.
It's oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
and it's just it's so dumb that they did it that way, but it's a simple like terminology thing because the one is I'll show it to you after. Let me just hit this purple chest real quick.
Yeah, please, please.
Um, okay, so I'll do this. Yeah, this one's not ideal because it takes 8. Oh shoot, did I just mess that up? Oh no, good, good, good. To speed up hour. Whew. Okay, good. So basically, yeah, that's not bad, right? I only went over by 300,000, which is at this level it's kind of hard to not go over because you don't have a bunch of low level techs you could do. So not bad. Got another 700, so I got another 800 gems, which is going to be useful later on. And I got my first couple chests, so there's some more gems there. So we're at 1050 on gems, and then 1350 on gems, and some more courage medals, right? So basically, that was a good one to do. Sometimes you'll skip those ones, but that was a good one for me to do based on RSS in, RSS out, right?
Right.
I didn't have to put too much in because I already had one prepped that was pretty much all the way there. It gave me like over
Right.
half
Exactly.
of the
Exactly.
points I needed. Yeah, and then that allows me to, yeah, then I'm set up. Now I'll probably, the next hourly I'll do it because I'm going for probably 7 hourlies, right? The next hourly I will do will be, let me move this calculator out of the way. So I could do hour 4 and 5. I could triple dip there. The only downside to that hourly is it's second best because you only get 3,000 gems and no port.
Okay. Okay. And so is that how you rank the best? Is just simply like the intersection of rewards and points. Like
Yeah,
for instance, on building day, it's the 1,000 points plus 900 points per building speed up. That being like super.
that's not a bad one. The best one I'm building it, I think, is hour 6 7. But
Yeah.
basically, if you go into the rewards, like if you were, I'm in this hourly, and so
Mm-hmm.
if you go into the rewards, you can kind of, it's basically this number here. I mean, I just go off the gems and the ports because like gems and ports, that's a smaller number. That's a lot easier to remember, right? Like this is
Yeah.
5,000. Like I get 5,000 basically of gems if I do this one. If I get to this, so
Right.
is it worth it? Not worth it because I need another 10 million. Does that make sense?
Yes, I see what you're
So
saying.
it's
Okay.
not going to be worth it because the resources I would have to expend to get that 10 million are going to be way too high for the reward of only 5,000 gems. When basically, if I expend 10 million over a good triple dip hour, which is 7 and 8, or even 4 and 5, I do 10 million, but I get 2 gold chests instead of the 1 gold chest. And even if there's not a port in there, I'm still coming out ahead because it's you get the hero tokens which offset the fact that you don't get a port.
Like for the courage medals and stuff like
Yeah,
that later on.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, this has been very informative.
Yeah, and so the last thing I'll share with you is the just the building versus the tech counting. So, for instance, if we go into Clash of Provinces, and you got to look at what it says. So basically, it says increase 1 technology power. Okay, and then on build day it says increase 1 building power. Right?
Back.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Michael. Oh, I'm almost done. Sorry, brother. I just gotta
No
finish this
problem.
real quick. So basically, if you go into a building, right? Go into a building, Kai, and you go to details, more information. So it's talking about increase in power. Okay. So basically, if you go down, if I was to go from 19 to 20, I actually only increase in power because my power level of this building is only at that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It is at that, and I'm increasing to 21. So you go 21 minus the 17. Right? Now, tech works differently because every piece of technology is a new piece of technology. You're not upgrading like a building.
From one to the
Does that
other.
make
It's
sense?
okay.
Like
That
you're
does make
just
sense.
learning more technology, so you're getting
Yes.
smarter in whatever area, I guess, right?
Strange. Okay, that's so
It's
strange. I didn't know that.
strange that they did it that way. They should have just kept it all normal. But so, for instance, like
But
I
I'm glad
level
to know.
19, I'm smart enough to I have the research or whatever done to do weapons furnace 19, and that
Mm-hmm.
currently is giving me 12. But if I do level 20, it gives me 20, and I increase by 20,000 technology points
I
instead of the
see.
difference, right?
I
Because it's a
see.
whole new thing.
I see, because like this technology power is like accumulated uh somewhere else on our like on our stats boards for our own personal rankings or something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If you go into your Lord info at the top of the screen, go it's like mine's 11.6 million. Go into there and you'll see tech power.
All right.
So
Okay, yes.
yeah, my
Okay.
tech power is
Okay, I
very
see.
high for a C20, simply because I know what to do on the tech side of things, right?
Yeah,
And most people don't. But
me
thanks to
included.
Tripleholics Gaming, like literally the only way I knew that
Yeah.
was Tripleholics watching his
Yeah.
videos, right? Like
So
they're out there. I'm
helpful.
not sure what people are. I guess they're just winging it mostly, right? Um,
Yeah, that's what I did for sure.
yeah,
Until I began to learn from our alliance.
yeah, and it totally works too. But your castle just won't be as strong as it could have been, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it took me a lot longer to get on the uptake, I think, than.
Yeah, and I guess the reason why I'm so like into this teaching people because really ultimately with games like this you're only gonna have one castle, right? Let's just think about it long term. Like, would you start in like once we get later into like Eden and all that stuff, and we're like a year into the game if we make it that far? We're a year. We've played this game for 12 months to like a year and a half, right? Are you going to give up your castle and start brand new?
That would be kind of devastating, I
It
feel
would
like.
be, right? And so, like, unless you're really committed to the game, you're probably not going to do that because it's just like a time thing, right? Like, am I really going to put in another year and a half? Maybe I speed it up because I know what I'm doing now, but it's still going to be about a year, right? To
Yeah.
get to the same level, even if your level was haphazardly gotten there, you're still going to be better than, starting a brand new castle, right? So, like, that's why it's so important to, in my opinion, figure out the game, whether it's by trial and error, but remembering it so you don't like repeat the same mistakes, or by talking to someone that knows, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you get connected to your castle. Like, I don't know, it's just like anything, I guess, because you built it, right? It's like stuff you build in outside the game too. If you build something,
Like my
you're pretty,
dragon is my little Tamagotchi,
yeah,
and
right.
I must feed it.
You
And
fed it right from the beginning.
yes, from an egg,
Yeah.
from an egg.
No, so yeah, I just wanted to share that
That's
with you.
awesome. No, I so appreciate that. Thank you so much for taking the time. I
Yeah,
really
no
appreciate it.
worries. And I
Sure.
was recording it, so it'll be in a nice little video to share with the alliance too.
Sweet. Yes, awesome.
All right, Michael, let's get back at this. Screw these
Enjoy,
ROE
gentlemen.
boys.
Yes. Sweet cameo with Michael. Michael's voice.
Yeah, there's Michael. Here's Michael. He's amazing.
And here's Michael.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
awesome.
got one more game in me, so
Let's do it.
let's
Let's do
play.
it, brother.
Nice, gentlemen.